well, welcome back. I've got a PSA submission going out, so I just wanted to film that and kind of show what I'm sending off. I've got one card, a WotC Charizard I'm very, very excited about. So where I'm actually going to save, I've got 3 WotC cards, or 3 older Pokemon cards going out, but I'll save those for last. So we can start with some modern stuff, and then I've got some Yu-Gi-Oh, some Dragon Ball Super, and then I'll show the WotC Pokemon cards. But we'll jump right in, just show off a couple of the cards. So the first one's going to be an Alolan Vulpix. So the Hidden Fate stuff, very popular right now. I actually didn't pull this one. I traded for this one on Reddit, but I pulled the next one, which is the Alolan Ninetales GX. So I wanted to get the Vulpix so I could send both of these off at the same time. Hopefully get that sequential PSA 10s, but I think these are just really nice cards. And I've got a Japanese set of Alolan Vulpix and a regular Vulpix. Let me just grab those real fast. So I've got these 2 PSA 10s, which are really cool. These are promo cards from Japan from the Vulpix Crystal Season set. So these came in a box together, and I got these graded. And I just think, more Vulpix and Ninetales stuff will just kind of go along with them. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. All right, next we've got the Secret Rare Moltres Zapdos Articuno GX from Hidden Fates. I think this has probably been one of the easiest secret rares to pull in modern Pokemon. This has been pulled a lot, and it's very inexpensive. I think it's only going for like $4 or $5, and probably will keep dropping as it gets pulled more and more frequently. But I figured I pulled it, so I'll send it off and get it graded. It looks like a 10. Centering's pretty good. Back looks good. And then I don't know if I'll hold on to it or not. I've said it a lot of times in some of my videos. I don't really collect the Rainbow Rare secret rare cards, so I might end up selling it, but we'll just see kind of what the price looks like once we get it back. All right, I pulled this Charizard in the video I filmed actually with my sister. She bought a Kangaskhan GX box at Target, and we opened it up. If you haven't watched that, it's okay. I mean, it's kind of entertaining. We had gone out to dinner, and we might have had some margaritas beforehand, so a different side of Coop coming out. A little more rambunctious. Ooh, as my voice cracks. A little more rambunctious in that video. So, anyway, we pulled this. This was in the last pack that we opened and got the Mega Charizard EX. This is one of the most graded Pokemon cards in, history. I think there's over 2,000 PSA 10s of this card. When this first came out, it was going for, hundreds of dollars as a 10. And just dropped and dropped and dropped. I think you can probably pick this up as a PSA 10 for $60 or $70 right now. All right, another Charizard. This is from the promo box, or the promo 10 for Hidden Fates. There are a lot of these cards floating around, only because it's a promo card, right? So they print a ton of them, but it's a pretty nice Charizard card. It looks pretty well centered. The back looked nice. So I'll probably just send this out and add it to the Charizard collection. All right, wow. So that's actually it for the modern Pokemon. I've got 2 interesting cards. These are from the Final Fantasy TCG, which I don't really know much about, but I learned about something called Wave 1 when they first printed Final Fantasy cards in the first set. They're on the 10th set. They're called Opuses. So Opus 10 is coming out. I've got 2 cards from Opus 1, and then they're also from something that's referenced to as Wave 1, which is the very first print run of Final Fantasy cards. And some of the cards have, I wouldn't call them misprints or errors, but they got changed in the subsequent printings of the card. So on Veil 4, this is a legendary card. It says return all forwards to their owner's hand, and the owner's is owner apostrophe S. When they started reprinting this card in the Wave 2 onward, it has owners and then it's S apostrophe. So this is very easy to tell that's a Wave 1 card because it has apostrophe S. So I got this from a guy in the UK. He sent me this one, and then he sent me the Golem Hollow. And the Golem's actually a common card. No, yeah. So the Golem's a common, and then every card I guess you can pull as a hollow as well. So the Golem's another card that Wave 1 is really easy to tell because it says if it is blocked, it gains plus 1,000, and all the reprinted cards say if it is blocking, ing. So I picked these up for like 20 bucks from a guy in the UK, mailed them over. They look really nice. I'm going to get them graded and I might just hold on to them. So these are, the way I would relate these is, these are the same kind of equivalency as a Pokemon first edition Shadowless. The very, very first print run of Pokemon was first edition Shadowless cards base set. And these are kind of similar to that in the sense that there was a very short print run of Wave 1, Opus 1 Final Fantasy cards, and then they were never printed again because then they started printing Wave 2, the reprints basically immediately. So the very first print run of Final Fantasy cards. So there's a lot of really cool Final Fantasy cards that I'm trying to get a hold of. We'll see. I might be able to get a hold of some more Final Fantasy cards, but I don't know. All right, I've got some Yugioh. So this is a Dark Magician Girl. I think this is a promo card I got off of eBay. I got all the Yugioh cards I'm sending out from one Japanese shop off of eBay. So they sent me the Dark Magician Girl promo, which is the first one. And then I've got these really cool ghost rares. So this is the Dark Magician Ghost Rare. So if you look at it in different lights, you can see the pattern really well. So this is what it kind of looks like in just direct light. It's tough to see. And then kind of as you move it, the picture really starts to show up. So there's the Dark Magician Ghost Rare. Ghost Rare cards are notoriously difficult to grade as PSA 10s because the way that they're printed, oftentimes you get like some sort of print line on it. This one actually looks really nice. I wasn't seeing anything specific on the front of it that might cause it not to get a 10. But again, these are really tough. Got the Dark Magician Ghost Rare. And then also got the Blue Eyes White Dragon Ghost Rare. These were both a part of the 20th anniversary packs that they released. So pretty awesome. So you had to pull these. The next two are Dark Magician and Blue Eyes as well, but these are stainless steel cards. So these are made from stainless steel. These came in the, again, 20th anniversary. These came in promo boxes. And I don't know the exact details of it, but I'm pretty sure it was random which one you got in your promo box. So I bought these again, like I said, from the same seller in Japan. These look really nice as well. And again, they're stainless steel, so durability, much better. I don't know if there's an easy to see scratch on any of these. I didn't see anything when I was looking at them, but again, I have no idea how PSA is going to handle these. I know they grade them because I've seen other people grade their stainless steel cards. But these would be really cool. And they're heavy too. They're obviously because they're steel, but I'd be excited to get these as 10s. That'd be really cool. Just something unique. All right, couple Dragon Ball cards. The first is the Black Masked Saiyan, the Devastator, one of the special rare cards I really like. I've talked about kind of the gold outline that it has for the character itself, but I think that's pretty cool. This is one of the special rare cards I hadn't gotten yet to send off, so throwing this in the batch. Then I've got some secret rares. I've got the Ultimate Force SSB Vegito. This is one of the secret rare cards I hadn't sent off yet either. I think it pairs pretty well with, it's kind of the mirror image to this Hyper Evolution Super Saiyan 4 Son Goku. Anyway, I thought these cards looked really cool. I got this one as a 10 and I'm sending off this one, hopefully get as a 10 as well. All right, and then I've got two Miraculous Fighter SS3 Gogetas. I sent off one of these. If you watched my PSA return video, it got an 8, which was pretty disappointing. So I bought two more and I'm sending these off hopefully to get a 10. This entire thing is hollow, so it's really difficult to tell if there are scratches or not when I'm looking over it, but I don't know. We'll see. The backs look nice, and I'm just hoping one of these comes back as a 10 and I'll sell off the other one. So I really like this card. I think it looks really cool. So yeah, there's Gogeta. All right, let's look at the 3 WotC cards I've got. So the first one is actually a promo. It's the Japanese Game Boy promo Dragonite. This is a really, really nice card. There's 2 other ones. There's the Mewtwo and Lugia, which are really awesome artworks, but this is a unique artwork just to the Japanese Game Boy promo, so you won't see this Dragonite anywhere else, which is really cool. So this one looks pretty nice. The Japanese cards usually grade pretty well. We'll see. All right, then I've got a first edition Skarmory from Neo Genesis. I actually got this from a YouTuber. The YouTuber Rhymestyle actually sent me this card. I'd reached out to him. He pulled this on his video. He pulled this in a first edition Steelix and a first edition Lugia, and he got them all graded. The Steelix and the Lugia came back as 10s, and I think that Lugia is probably worth about $1,200. And he ended up selling the Steelix, but that was the one I was hoping to get, and then he sent this one my way. This one actually got a 9 when he sent it off, and he was going to crack it open and resend it, so he cracked it and sent it to me, and now I'm going to send it off, and hopefully it gets a 10. That'd be really awesome, but if not, it'll probably get a 9, because that's what it got last time. And then, okay, I've got to preface this card a little bit. This is the most ridiculous card I've ever found on like Facebook or Craigslist. So I found a guy, and he had 90 WotC cards. No, 97 WotC cards, just like in a bag. And this was one of them. A Shining Charizard. And it's not in perfect condition, but it's in good enough condition to send. There's some very light scratching on the body of the Charizard. And then there's a little bit of whitening along the edge. So you'll see down here on the bottom left, down here on the bottom right. I'm trying to see if there's anything up top. There's a little bit of whitening at this top corner too. So, I mean, not a 10 by any means, but in this condition, I'd probably call it near mint, maybe light played. I bet it gets a 7. I bet it gets a 7, and if the grader's feeling real good, maybe they'll give it an 8. So even as a 7, I think this card is over $200. Okay, so met this guy. I post sometimes on like Craigslist or Facebook, whatever, that I'm looking for cards all the time. A guy reached out to me and said, hey, I've got a bunch of cards. Sent me a couple photos. I was like, all right, let's meet up. I looked through it. He had a Ziploc bag with, I counted them. There are 97 hollow WotC cards. There was this Shining Charizard. There was a Shining Mewtwo. The Mewtwo, unfortunately, was in much worse condition, but I was able to trade it, which that trade is going on right now, and so I'm waiting. The guy who I'm trading with is sending me a Rainbow Rare Reshiram and Charizard GX, a Rainbow Rare Mewtwo and Mew GX, and an Umbreon WotC card. So he's probably sending me about $150, $170 worth of cards for a very played Shiny Mewtwo. Which, if I had probably graded it, probably would have gotten a PSA 6. And when I was looking online, it looked like 6s were only selling for like $70. So I think I'm getting a really good deal with this trade. He really wanted the Mewtwo to finish off his collection, but I was definitely holding on to this Shining Charizard, sending this off, and I really think this will get a 7 or an 8, which would be an awesome addition to a collection, because unless I go and try to find one of these to buy it for actual market value. Oh, I didn't tell you what I paid for the whole thing. Shining Charizard, Shining Mewtwo, and 95 other WotC hollows, which I just sold all the other hollows to a guy in Italy for $400. I paid $100 for everything, which the Charizard by itself is worth more than that. So came out really good on that deal. $400 for all the WotC cards. I'm gonna grade this, and it'll probably be worth over $200. And then I'm trading the I'm trading the Mewtwo for about $150 worth of cards. So I probably came out at probably around $700 worth of cards for $100, which doesn't happen very often. I got very, very lucky with that trade with someone just trying to get rid of a bunch of cards on Facebook. So very excited about this card. Definitely going to be one of the nicest cards, or rarest cards, I think, in my collection, but we'll see how it goes. I'll keep my fingers crossed. Wish me luck with this one. But that's what I'm sending off. It's 19 cards right now. When I get the trade in from trading the Shining Mewtwo, I'll add in the Mew and Mewtwo GX to this, which will make it a 20 card submission. I'm not grading the Hyper Rare Rainbow Charizard Reshiram, because when I saw it, there's a little bit of whitening on the back, so I'd probably get a 9. So I'll probably just sell that one for like, I don't know, 80 or 90 bucks once I get it. So all in all, very good trade, very good submission, pretty excited. We'll see how it goes. It'll probably take about, my last one came back in 2 or 3 months. So we'll see how this one goes. I'm very tempted to just send this one off by itself and pay like the 25 or 30 bucks to get it back in, 15 or 20 days, but I don't know. I'll probably just keep it in the bulk submission. We'll see. So these will be headed to Ludkin's Collectibles, which I use as my middleman because they get really good rates, very good deals. Not a sponsored video. Maybe one of these days I'll be sponsored, but won't hold my breath. So there we go. We've got 19 cards. Let's hope we get some 10s. There should be some other returns coming back real soon, so keep an eye out for a PSA returns video in the near future, and I will see y'all next time.